to this video and welcome to my office. This video today is a little bit different in that I'm not actually showing you anything or how to do anything. I'm actually telling you a story. So this is more of a story time sort of video. So if you're not interested in that kind of thing, please feel free to skip it. It's part of a 3 episode or video series that I'm going to do entitled Wish Watch. This one doesn't have anything to do with Wish, the other two do. But so let's get started. So in 2018, off a Facebook ad, I bought Braemon and watch. And I got an invoice. The invoice had a website, of course, from the website that I purchased it from. And so I went and checked that out. That was all there. Everything looked fine. The invoice, paid for express shipping, and everything looked good. So a couple of weeks went by and I noticed that the ad had disappeared from Facebook, but there was an ad that was very similar, but it had a different company name. And in fact, if you clicked on it, it looked almost identical. It's just the names had changed. And so I went back to the invoice. I got the website details and everything, and I clicked on that, and everything was gone. You couldn't find anything about that company that had sold me the first one and invoiced me. So I put in an immediate claim to the bank, and I got my money back. So I was very lucky in that particular case. But that made me make one major change, which is basically I don't purchase anything online unless I can pay for it with PayPal. Now, PayPal gives you the advantage. Everybody knows if you buy from eBay through PayPal, every transaction is guaranteed, and that's a great thing. But it's actually not 100% the case if you make a purchase outside the eBay ecosystem. Most of them are, but not all of them, and so that's one thing. eBay also offer a service you can sign up for where they assist you if you have to return something that's either incorrect, broken, or not what it was represented to be. And the other advantage you get with PayPal, and there may be others like this, I guess, is that it insulates your credit card or banking details by one level. So all they have is an email address for you, but PayPal's going to pay the bill, so that's okay. So onto this story, okay. This was 2020, Black Friday sale time. So come back Friday, I do actually look see if there's any deals going around, because you can pick up some really good deals on Black Friday. And I did purchase 3 things, I think, from Black Friday sales. But one of the things I looked at purchasing was this watch, a Steinhart double green, I think it was, Ocean 1 ceramic. Okay, I was in the market for a green diver's watch. I love the idea of a ceramic bezel, and so I decided to go have a look at this watch. Now, my online research told me that normally this watch retails for around about 450, 500 US, but you could actually pick it up at some places on sale for about $290. So this was $70 US on a Black Friday sale, which seemed pretty reasonable. If you see an ad for a Rolex Submariner, it's $100, you know it's fake straight away. But this one, the price was actually a little bit higher, and the watch wasn't as expensive as, or not out of that price range that it would have been reasonable. So I did a bit of research, I looked into this, then I thought, okay, my last stop check is, do they take PayPal? And sure enough, they took PayPal. So I thought, okay, that looks good. So I purchased the watch. And on that day, I didn't actually notice the invoices. I got a few email invoices because, as I said, I purchased a few things on Black Friday. And it suddenly occurred to me that, a few weeks have gone by and I didn't see anything. And so I went back and looked in my email. And I didn't find anything about shipping the products, but I did find the invoice from PayPal. So I thought, okay, that's not too bad. There's a company name there, an email address for inquiries, etc. So I left it alone for another week. I still hadn't heard anything. So I thought I'll send them an email and ask them about shipping. So I did that. I sent an email. And another week went by and I hadn't heard anything. And I was thinking, this is a bit funny. I haven't heard back from them. I didn't get an invoice or any details about the shipping from them, but I did get an invoice. Starting to seem a bit fishy. But anyway, a couple of days later, I was considering actually lodging a claim with PayPal, and I had it open on a web browser, and the mailman arrived and I got a package. It feels like a watch, and it was a watch. It was this watch. Now, when I took it out, it actually had one of those little plastic things. That was the first thing I noticed. One of these things in the crown. And now you don't normally, well, sometimes the crowns are pulled out on watches to hack them and stop them moving while they're in shipping. Those little clips are usually reserved for quartz watches, and this was supposed to be an automatic with a clear case back. It was an SW200, which I think is a Solita movement, and so this didn't have a clear case back straight away, so that's the second alarm bell. And then I looked and no, it's got a standard painted aluminium bezel, as you can see in these photographs, and of course, the last and most important thing, of course, is it doesn't have Steinhart written on the watch face. It's an Arlech, and so that concealed it. Okay, they've sent me the watch. Now, so I'll put the links to all these in the description or in the comments box, description box down below. I'll put the 2 links to this. So I checked it out again, and sure enough, there's the Steinhart watch, which is great. But I researched this watch that I'd actually been sent, and it was a Kinman AR305. That was the watch. The link will be down below. And Amazon sell that for $10. Okay, so I put a claim in to eBay under the watch is significantly different to what I ordered, or the item is significantly different. And I'll put up the details of this transaction minus some details, obviously. But basically, I claimed 60 of the $69, $70 because that was the value of the actual watch I'd been sent. So I got this, the claim I put in was that it was, although it was green and stainless steel, it was 39 millimeters instead of 42 millimeters. It was didn't have a clear case back. It was a quartz movement and wasn't ceramic. So I think that was the major claims that I made. Now, of course, within that complaint system on PayPal, it actually, you can send an email to the person who's a supplier. So I did that first. And basically you can try and resolve it with the seller in this ecosystem on PayPal. Once you escalate it within PayPal, then they talk between the two of you. They get involved between you and the seller, and you don't have any more communication with the seller through that environment. So the response I got from the seller immediately, and I'll put this up if you like, was, hello my friend, we're sorry for your trouble. If you want to get a full refund, then we'll need to receive the item back, basically. And it's way too much trouble and time. Our return address is in China. After applied again, they'll refund me $7. And that makes it $61 US for a $10 watch. That's not good enough. Otherwise, you'll have to send the watch back. So I escalated this to PayPal. PayPal must have spoken to or dealt with the seller, and they came back and said to me, look, if you want a full refund, you'll have to return the product. Now, my concern, of course, was that I'll send the product back and it will never arrive. So I thought, all right, I'll do that. I'll send it back. So I packaged it up. I sent it back. It had detailed international shipping, as you can see roughly from I'll put the photographs up for that as well. So I documented all that and I sent that off, put the details in the case. And a couple of weeks later, to cut this rather long story short, I got my money back. So I've noticed online since then, of course, that particular Steinhart ad keeps popping up on Facebook. Every time it's a different name on the page. And when you've gone into the comments, I think with the Braemar one, I actually got blocked. They must have had a list of people that were blocked. So if I saw anybody make a comment that they thought it was a good deal or whatever, I'd send them a personal message letting them know what they were getting into. And then that Braemar thing vanished. But they don't seem to be blocking the Steinhart one. They're not blocking comments. I guess that looks suspect when you do that. So there have been a lot of people responding, and surprise, surprise, it seems a lot of people get that exact watch, that R-length watch. That's what they get when they order a watch from one of these Steinhart Ocean 1 ceramic dive watch ads. So I hope that was helped you. That was my story, a bit about the PayPal process. Follow through with it, and the second you realise something isn't right, if you've contacted the seller and you get no response, escalate it. And I suggest if you use PayPal, sign up for that return packaging assistance program, because that can help you in that sort of situation. I wasn't going to let them get away with it, and so at the end of the day I've got my money back. But good luck to you if you have that. I hope this was of help to some people. Stay tuned for the next 2 Wish Watch videos. One will be on a Skyhawk and the other will be on a Seiko SRPD. So stay tuned for those. Hope to get the content coming. I do all kinds of different content. I do these watch ones. I do ones on puzzles. I do flight simulator videos. I do repair videos, tips and tricks. I do video photography and video editing type training videos as well. So stay tuned if you're interested in any of that. Subscribe and hang around. If not, thanks for your time today. Have a good day.